of the devil.
Man, shut down. Come on, party
Why
over.
mad?
What you mean why I'm mad? Get inside, man.
What happened?
Man, come on, man. What you talking about? Let's go. What's wrong with you, man? Come here. Yo, stop. Yo, you think this a game, man? I'm not playing with her, man. Stupid ass, dumbass.
Joseline Hernandez is unraveling, and it's not just about heartbreak. Her fiancé Balistic Beats has been exposed for cheating and allegedly putting his hands on her. This is the same couple who once had us believing in love despite the drama, but now the truth behind their fairy tale is leaving fans speechless. What's worse, Joseline's fiery personality might have finally met its match, and the fallout is turning into a mess no one could have predicted. Trust me, you're not ready for this level of drama. Let's get into it.
Was it hard from jumping from, you know, like you and Stevie J was really public, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
then, you know, everyone knows it didn't work out, but then was it hard to trust somebody else to get, or?
No, because so when I was pregnant with Bonnie Bella, I didn't have any sex with Stevie because we were separated. And I was without a man for 3 years.
Posting adorable pictures and videos online. Balistic stepped into the role of a father figure for Joseline's daughter, Bonnie Bella, and for a
Joseline and Balistic were the couple everyone envied. From their stunning public appearances to their curated social media profiles, they seemed like a match made in reality TV heaven. Fans couldn't get enough of their chemistry on Marriage Boot Camp, and their journey appeared to be one of love, laughter, and mutual support. The duo appeared head over heels in love, posting adorable pictures and videos online. Balistic stepped into the role of a father figure for Joseline's daughter, Bonnie Bella, and for a while everything seemed perfect. But as we've learned, public appearances can often hide deeper cracks. Behind those smiles and hand-holding moments was a far darker reality. Joseline recently admitted that their perfect couple facade was nothing more than a cover for the emotional and physical turmoil she was enduring. It's a harsh reminder that things aren't always as they seem, and in Joseline's case, the truth was almost too painful to imagine.
Wrong with you feeding somebody fruit? And then you telling the young boy, oh, don't tell nobody about what we did today, man. All this, man.
It didn't start off toxic, at least not in Joseline's eyes. In the beginning, Balistic was the dream partner, attentive, supportive, and always by her side. But over time, subtle signs began to emerge. Small arguments turned into heated fights, and his temper flared over the smallest things. Joseline, like many in similar situations, brushed it off as stress or minor issues they could work through. What makes this even more heartbreaking is how easily those early red flags can be missed, especially when you're in love. Joseline's story is a cautionary tale about the danger of overlooking the little things that can spiral into something much worse.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Man, you disrespect me. I told you, treat me like a king. You don't disrespect me, man.
One of the most painful parts of Joseline's story is how the emotional mistreatment crept into every aspect of her life. Balistic's words were harsh and relentless, cutting her down and making her doubt her own worth. He would criticize her decisions, mock her achievements, and belittle her in ways that left her feeling small. Joseline admitted that she started to believe the things he said about her. "I didn't even recognize myself anymore," she shared. And to make things worse, the emotional manipulation didn't stop there. Balistic isolated her from her friends and family, leaving her with no one to turn to. For someone as bold and confident as Joseline, this was a devastating blow. The emotional abuse was just the beginning. Joseline revealed that things eventually escalated to physical violence. She described one terrifying moment that left her shaken to her core. While she didn't go into graphic detail, the fear in her voice was enough to paint a picture of the trauma she endured. This wasn't a one-time incident, it was part of a pattern of control and dominance that Balistic exerted over her. For Joseline, this was the breaking point. She knew she couldn't stay in a relationship that was not only breaking her spirit, but also putting her life in danger. Now, imagine going through all of this while the world watches your every move. Joseline was in an impossible position, juggling her public persona with the private nightmare she was living. She showed up to events with a smile, posted glamorous photos, and pretended everything was fine. But behind closed doors, she was falling apart. The pressure to maintain this facade was overwhelming. Joseline admitted that she felt trapped, fearing the backlash she might face if people found out the truth. The constant scrutiny made it even harder for her to reach out for help, leaving her feeling isolated and alone. After months of suffering in silence, Joseline decided she couldn't hide the truth anymore. In a raw and emotional interview, she opened up about the abuse she endured. "I couldn't keep pretending everything was okay," she said. "I had to tell my story no matter how hard it was." Joseline's decision to speak out wasn't just about her, it was about breaking the silence for others who might be going through similar situations. Her bravery has sparked a much-needed conversation about domestic violence and the stigma that often keeps survivors quiet. As Joseline's story spread, Balistic found himself at the center of intense scrutiny. Fans demanded accountability, and the entertainment industry began to distance itself from him. For someone who had built a career alongside Joseline, the fallout was swift and unforgiving. But for Joseline, this wasn't about revenge. It was about reclaiming her life and helping others find the courage to do the same. She's made it clear that her focus now is on healing and moving forward, leaving the toxicity of her past behind. Before their relationship took such a dark turn, Balistic Beats openly declared his love for Joseline Hernandez back in 2019 when their romance first went public. It seemed like they were living a dream. Balistic, whose real name is Robin Enuma, wasn't shy about expressing his feelings, calling Joseline the love of my life during an interview with People TV. He even added, "We're going to get married for sure." At that time, the couple was all about building their future together, and fans were rooting for them. But let's not forget the irony here. This isn't the first time Joseline's love life has been under scrutiny. Before Balistic, Joseline was famously entangled with Stevie J, a relationship that dominated the headlines and the drama-filled Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Fans will remember their so-called marriage, which was later exposed as a complete sham. Joseline herself admitted in court documents that her relationship with Stevie was never legally binding. But why fake a marriage? According to Stevie, it was all to make Joseline happy.
Did you really think that all she was just the baby mama?
Well, let's be honest. When we was at the studio that day and she came in, I was recording, so I wasn't really paying any mind to, thank you, babe. I wasn't really paying any mind to anything that she was serious.
In 2016, during Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Stevie confessed that he lied about their marital status because Joseline wanted to be married so badly. He said, "I thought it was a forever thing." However, their tumultuous relationship quickly turned sour with public fights and custody battles over their daughter, Bonnie Bella. It's clear that Joseline's love life has always been complicated, with drama seeming to follow her every move. And to make matters worse, this latest drama feels like déjà vu. Back in 2022, Joseline was slapped with a $25 million lawsuit for allegedly assaulting her dancers during the reunion taping of her reality show, Joseline's Cabaret. Yep, you heard that right. 4 dancers claimed Joseline ambushed them on set, launching a full-on attack while they were completely unprepared. The dancers described how Joseline waited for them, not in her usual high heels, but in hard-better boots, ready to fight. One dancer alleged that Joseline kicked her in the ribs, another claimed Joseline dragged her by the hair and kicked her in the back, and a third said Joseline grabbed her by the neck and shoved her to the ground. The 4th dancer said Joseline shoved her and threatened more violence. Today, Joseline is on a journey of self-discovery and healing. She's focused on rebuilding her life, reconnecting with her loved ones, and finding her voice again. While the scars of her experience may never fully fade, she's determined to use her story to inspire others. Joseline Hernandez's decision to share her story has stirred up a whirlwind of reactions online. And let's just say, not everyone is feeling sympathetic. While some fans applaud her bravery for speaking out, others are pointing out a darker side to the reality star, questioning whether her past actions contributed to the situation she's now facing. One user didn't hold back, saying, "Can't feel sorry for her because she's always bullying other women. Karma will be coming around the mountain when she comes." Harsh, right? But it's a sentiment echoed by those who've watched her fiery personality on display for years. Joseline's reputation for being bold and confrontational, especially on her shows, has left a mark on her audience, and now some are calling it a case of what goes around comes around. Another comment hit even harder, tying her behavior on her Zeus series to the abuse allegations. Oh gosh, if you watch her Zeus show, she's very abusive to the women on there in every way, and I'm talking hardcore pimp style. Definitely one of those victim-victimizer situations. It's no secret Joseline has a history of being a tough personality on screen, often clashing with castmates in ways that have sparked debates about whether her leadership style crosses a line. But that's not all. Some fans are revisiting her infamous relationship with Stevie J, using it as a reference point to suggest a pattern. One fan wrote, "I'm not surprised one bit. She was able to hit on Stevie, but he ain't having it, and you can tell they both be geeked up on something." The accusations of physical altercations and the chaotic energy in her past relationships are making people wonder if this is just another chapter in a long line of turbulent connections. So what do you think about Joseline's journey? Does her bravery to speak out inspire you, or do you think it sheds light on a deeper issue in the entertainment world? And how do we, as a community, support those in similar situations while holding the abusers accountable? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because this is a conversation we all need to have.